It's the Flow Friday night sports show. Mallee Netball on again last weekend. My goodness, we've got some interesting games to talk about. And I tell you what, I hope Nicole McMahon is okay after an absolute thriller last week against Pinaroo. Nicole, how are you?
How do you think, Jason? No, I'm all right. As my husband keeps reminding me, you don't win grand finals with May.
That is very true. And I'll tell you what, not a lot in it in the Battle of the Roos. Just the one solitary goal, 45-44. Regardless of whether it happens in April, May, June or September, whenever you get done by a goal, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. And it was actually the grand final rerun from 2019, so the last season we played,
yes.
And it was a really good game. Lamoureux started really strong, and it looked like they were going to take control of the game. But Beck Najoki from Pinaroo played an absolute ripper in goal shooter, just a great target for their feeders, and I reckon she would have shot about 95%. And really made a big difference for them. And Lamoureux, I think we were down by about 6 or 7, and then we made a final dash in about the last 5 minutes. So I reckon 30 more seconds and we might have got there. But well done to Pinaroo. Look forward to meeting them again in round 2.
It just wasn't to be this time around, but a cracking game of netball. Well done to both teams there. We move to Karoonda next, where the lowest scoring game of the season almost, Karoonda District's taking on Pekin District, and 29-22, Karoonda get the win there, but that game spent a lot of time, the ball spent a lot of time in between the goal circles by the looks.
Yeah, it did. I haven't actually had much recap from the coaches, but yeah, looking at that score, I think must have been a very defensively strong game. Sadly, Bianca Cole, Peak's star goal shooter, went down in the first quarter, so probably rattled Peak a bit there. And haven't had a final report, but I believe she's still in a mean boot. So best wishes to Bianca. Hope it's not the season-ending injury for her. But Peak they were also joined at Peak by Netball SA umpires who mentored. I think they had 2 Peak umpires on the day, and they were mentoring them. So great opportunity for those umpires, and thanks to Netball SA for coming down and doing that.
Both sides with a little bit of work to do on their offense, but defensively they were pretty good in that game. What about this one? BDT against Murrayville. No such dramas for BDT. 54 over Murrayville 31, so a solid win for them.
Yeah, it was. BDT, welcome back Tara Vanderleer in goal shooter, and I was a little bit nervous to see her on the score sheet, but I have been promised that for once of a very handy goal shooter, and she would have been absolute powerhouse in goal shooter coupled with Emily Richardson in goal attack. Bella Kaneki for BDT having a great game through the centre court, and for Murrayville, Brooke Durden was their focal point, and Aaliyah Hopesy playing well out at wing attack.
That leads us to a quick look at the ladder. Pinaroo on top. They're unbeaten at the moment. BDT in second spot, 3-1. Lamoureux, 2-2, along with Karoonda Districts, who are 2-2, but Lamoureux's percentage much superior there. Pekin Districts, just the one win outside of the 4. Murrayville yet to break their duck. And that leads us into what is the final matches of round 1, I guess you could say. At the end of this round, everyone will have played everyone once. So it'll give us a fairly good indication of where everyone sits.
Yeah, I don't actually see that ladder changing after this round. I think those that are on top will probably get the win. So I think that is how it will stand for round 1.
Yeah, it looks that way. Given that we will go through it now, Karoonda, it'll be BDT coming to town, and they'll start red-hot favourites against the home side there.
Yeah, they will be. It will still be a good match, I think. Karoonda still some very handy players with Kiara Pake through the centre court. Should be a great matchup with Bella Kaneki, but BDT have been playing some really consistent netball and seem quite settled, although they do still have their main goalie, Erin Thompson, out. They have only lost the one game, and I think they will finish this round with just that one loss.
Murrayville, they will welcome Pinaroo across the border, so the neighbours here will go at it, and again, the away side will start red-hot favourites.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Murrayville, haven't heard if they're welcoming back Stacey as a bronze-in goalie, but that could make it a bit interesting for Pinaroo. But Pinaroo playing some really good netball, so I think they will be winners and that hustle against their, probably is the arch rivals, Murrayville and Pinaroo, being those neighbouring towns. So, yeah, I'll back Pinaroo.
That's right. It's also top versus bottom, but with the evenness of Mallee Netball this year, don't expect a belting. Murrayville will give a good account of themselves, but Pinaroo will probably be too good. Much the same in the last game, I think. The away sides look like they'll get the wins this week. Peak and Districts at home, unfortunately missing their goal shooter, it would appear. And Lameroo, your girls will be grumpy after last week and take full toll.
Oh, not grumpy, but determined, yes. Yep. Well, Peak, I think, will welcome Katie Sherman into goals. She's an ex-Lameroo and very handy little goalie, so excited to come up against her, and I think she'll do good things. But, yeah, Lameroo presenting a full lineup. Peak without Bianca Cole probably will struggle, and they've also got some other very multi-talented players who I believe are performing in productions in Murray Bridge over the weekend, and others on holiday, so probably will be a bit of a short side. So I think, I'll tip Lameroo, as I always do, to win at the Lions Den this weekend.
As you should. Anything else before we wrap up, Nicole?
Thank you very much to Cassie Walter and Charmaine Sherman. They went up to Pinaroo on the weekend. Pinaroo showed the initiative to get these girls up. So Cassie's the association umpire coordinator, and Charmaine is the previous umpire coordinator and B-grade badge. So welcome 20 girls and did a umpires night at Pinaroo. And thank you so much also to the association. They've been busy getting all the girls ready for Country Carnival. So training, organising umpires, coaches, team managers, a huge effort, and it's such a fantastic opportunity for our girls. So thanks so much to everyone helping out there.
Here. We'll talk more about that in the future. For now, good luck this weekend, Nicole, and thanks for joining us here on the Flow Friday Night Sports Show.
Thanks, Jason, and also a shout-out to my sister for yesterday, a happy big 40th birthday.
Fair enough. We'll let that one through to the keeper as well. Good on you, Nicole.
Thanks, Jason. Cheers.